So I'm currently living abroad right now. I'm actually living in Florence, Italy. Uh, I'm doing an international program where I am teaching abroad, and you can tell that my sort of podcast rate has slowed down. And if you see me in other places, it's kind of similar across the board. And what I have had to do and think about is, why is it that I feel so compelled to help you out or to continue to do these things? Yes, I am extremely driven um, in that I want to make this platform work. I want to put it together. But I think another important thing that I was reminded of, I was talking to my mom last night, was always the kid that wanted to please. And, that was something. It reminded me of this. That was something that they sort of used to make fun of me as when I was a little kid. Is that I a relatively big family, and I was always the one that was trying to do everything for everybody. Um, and I didn't really sort of have a thought to myself, right? I was always trying to help other people, and I've come to the conclusion by sort of forcing myself not to do this, being in a situation where it's physically impossible um, to 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 do as much of the sort of social media stuff. So with like podcasting and all that kind of stuff, just I just don't have the time. Um, that it's okay for me to stop it every once in a while. It's okay to sort of take a step back and just be um, just be present, just be there. And I reflect on that all the time. And yes, part of me is, I'm here with my family, for example. Um, and part of the sort of me taking a step back from the reciprocity project, is because I want to please my family, right? I want to make sure that they are doing okay. Um, and it's such to some degree, to learn how to say no, to learn how to just be like, okay, I'm just going to do this. It's a bit of relief. Um, but it also takes some amount of courage to be able to do that. And I don't know if any of you have things in your life where you are just feeling guilty about not doing it. One of the things I feel really, really, really guilty about is not writing. I physically cannot do this. I can't do writing at this moment and reading. Um, it's practically impossible. So I'm traveling abroad, my family's with me, I'm teaching, um, and it's just practically impossible. So releasing some of the guilt, which I feel, right? Like that's why I'm talking about it, because I do feel that guilt. I do feel like I'm not good enough. I should be doing more. That there's all the stuff that I should be doing, both with my research and writing, but also with the reciprocity project. Um, all of these kind of things I should be doing, and I feel sort of anxiety even talking about it right now. But I'm working on, or I'm thinking about how to be okay with just stepping away, um, and just being present, being in the moment a little more. I know this is so very, very stuff, but I think it's like an important part of dealing with, um, all of the sort of stresses and the things that you think about as a person, as somebody that wants to achieve things, as an academic, as somebody that's doing research. I think about that all the time because I am, I always feel like I'm not doing enough. I always feel like I'm not good enough. And releasing some of that, saying, hey, it's okay to do some things like this, where either you're taking, time off, or you're just exploring things. I think that's okay. I think we need to really embrace that notion of just whatever happens at the moment, to let go of all of the guilt that you feel and everything that's going on around you, and just embrace the sort of beauty of the moment. Um, I think about how complicated, now, in some sense, right? Like, sort of being proficient at something is really easy. You just sort of specialize in it, and then you push everything else away, and then you increase your competence. But on the other hand, it's actually extremely difficult to do because you are always sort of analyzing each moment and overthinking about, like, I should be doing this and I should be doing that. But ultimately, it's really just kind of, just being in the moment. Like, our conceptualization, at least that I know of within research of how to actually accomplish things, is actually extremely simple. You just do it. But in reality, there's all this overthinking that you go through, and all of this, um, moments of analyzing what you should be doing and shouldn't be doing, and overthinking it. But ultimately, it's just living in the moment. And having practiced doing that, at least for me, living in the moment is an important skill. I don't think I'll ever be as, to some degree, it's sort of let going of some of the dreams that you actually have, or the thoughts that, at one point, I still think like this. It'd be cool to be knowing like Thomas Edison or somebody along those lines. But ultimately, it's embracing who you are as a person, in your situation, where you grew up, and all of your capabilities and all that kind of stuff. Just embracing it and just loving who you are in the moment. And that's harder than it sounds like, but I think it's extremely important to just be you, love who you are, and be satisfied with who you are as a person. I think that's where I'm going to leave it. All right, take care and have a wonderful day.